Ezra followed Junebug and Johnny into the gas station. Act 4, Scene 2. A gas station. We got it close. Usually find this place upriver. Everybody's on the lake tonight. Run on fumes? Yeah, it's this little game I play. Try to get the needle all the way down before I fill it back up. Like playing chicken with the fuel gauge. Sounds ridiculous, right? Sounds fun. Take it where you can get it, right? Anyway, it's nice to see you two. Most of my regular passengers must have gotten held up elsewhere on their journey tonight. It's that storm, I think. Watching Ezra sprint past. Look at him go! That kid has a lot of energy. It's got to be past his bedtime or something, right? I don't think he has a bedtime. He's a maverick. Sounds familiar. You don't have any of your own, I mean. No, I guess not. I just realized you two come through here so often, we chat about all kinds of stuff. I never thought to ask. About family. We're all the family we need. That's sweet. So about that storm upstairs. Did you two get caught in it? Heard it kind of roamed around, uncertain. I'm sure we'll hear all about it tomorrow. Flooding, property damage. Probably killed a few tomatoes. It's got the river churning and everyone headed to the lake here, where the water's calmer. I myself don't mind navigating a choppy river. Not at all. Got a good feel for it. Plus it's better for fungal growth. High water consumes the cave moths, and their wet wings clump together into these little balls of nutrient-dense mushroom food, jammed by current here and there between the rocks. You've never seen a mushroom grow like on a soggy cave moth carcass. Amazing. I'd get a day off. Al and I would be out there all day tomorrow to harvest. I mean it. They'll be ready by tomorrow. Mushroom will grow just as fast as you can pump water into it. Here, you two headed out this way tomorrow? Maybe I could send Val ashore with you for a few hours. She's got a remarkable nose for mushrooms. You wouldn't even need to know what to look for. Put a bag around her neck and she'll just bring them back to you. Yeah! We don't know where we'll be tomorrow. I should have figured. Seems you two are always on the move. It does seem that way. Silence. So, I should get back aboard. No rush, I just want to brew some tea before we get underway. Head into the station? Yeah, picking out a snack for Johnny. She doesn't let you pick out your own snacks? Ha ha! It's for the best. I get a little overwhelmed by all those shelves of candy. Too much of a good thing. Hey, while you're in there, could you remind the gas station attendant this fuel is on my tab? Charged to the Mucky Mammoth. Oh, and Will wanted a scratch ticket. Thanks. I think I'll just watch the lake for a bit, ma'am. Looking for crystals? Snacks. Sure, we have snacks. We've got some jerky. It's homemade. Not by me. Work on the mammoth? I can add to your tab. Oh, you know the tugboat? Captain Kate said I'd have to remind you. Sure, they're here every night. It's okay. I have one of those faces. Forgettable. Does it bother you? Learn to cherish it. There's dignity in being forgotten. Letting the crowd flow around you unspoiled. I used to live in a city. I mean a real city. Cleveland, Ohio. Fair enough. I had some family money then. I didn't have to work. Lived in hotels. Daylight, I'd walk wherever the people were. My only duty was to the crowd. I was its observer. Its historian. Its detective. Its poet. Well, the money ran out and I dispersed with the rest of them. Took my duties with me here. To Lake Leth and the Echo River. I live behind this counter, anonymous, invisible, but I live with dignity. And yourself? No, I don't think so. I don't blend in. Not so easy to forget, I'd say. I see now that you're right. Well, that's yours to bear then. Snacks are in the back there. do you think of that other dog we got on board, Val? Who's a sleepy old hound dog. I know she isn't doing any mushroom hunting, that's for sure. Weird cave fungus growing on soggy moth wings. Sounds kind of romantic, but also kind of gross, right? So, would you like to ride with us for a day? Bet you would. We're good company. Maybe we can still talk her into it. Junebug surveys a row of chocolates, licorices, cheese crackers, dehydrated, bleached, reconstituted, and colorized. An attendant is a trip. Anonymous, invisible, but I live with dignity, he said. Back on the bottom shelf is decorated with cartoonish pictures of vegetables. Through a plastic window in the packaging, she can see puffed corn shaped and colored like carrots, tomatoes, and broccoli florets. A few puffy white discs that might represent potatoes. Who knows? Maybe he's onto something. Somewhere in there is surely a preservative, in case the rest of the process hasn't done enough to stop the flow of time. What has to happen to a person to make them think that way? Turns the bag over to look for the ingredients, but only finds a marketing blurb. Inspired by real vegetables. Is that sound effect me walking? I'm not sure. Shit, that floodwater washed you halfway up out to sea. I was looking for you down by New Königsberg, same as usual, but ain't nobody there. The river's deep as an elephant's... Oh, didn't see you there, ma'am. Pardon my language. What elephant? All right, you're no paper flower. I see that. Extending his hand warmly. I expect you must be Loretta. Enchanted to meet you. Sorry I'm late. Hey, is that coming on too flowery or something? Enchanting? Enchanted. Repeating it now, I feel a little silly. I'm not Loretta, but I think you'll do fine with enchanted. Oh, well, thanks for the saying so. But now I'm double embarrassed. You picked a funny place to meet. You're probably right about that. I guess I thought it'd be like neutral territory and we both live on the river. Not very romantic, though, is it? I met Loretta on the computer. We met each other there, I mean. Or I guess we spoke through the computer and agreed to meet. I don't know the terminology. I haven't dated in quite a while. Back when I met Greta, that's my wife, excuse me. Oh, that's my wife. Excuse me, my ex. Maybe I am her ex? I don't know how to say it. Anyway, back then there wasn't even such a thing as computers at all. I mean, I guess there probably was, but I never heard of one. I worked in textiles. So here I am. So what's your plan when Loretta shows up? Maybe head down to the rum colony. Shoot, I forgot to ask if she likes to drink. You really never know these days. I guess first I'd ask her about that. If she doesn't like rum, I'd maybe try to take her to by the bat sanctuary. That's pretty romantic, in a sense. I mean, like misty valleys and ruined churches romantic, not like flowers and chocolates romantic. Of course, they got that memorial there. That's a little depressing, actually. Maybe we kind of sail around that. Damn it all, I guess I probably missed her. I wonder if she'll agree to meet me again. I'm sure she'll understand. With the weather and all. Nice of you to say so. Well, I guess I'll head on back. Hey, supposing Loretta doesn't want to see me after all. My card is full. Oh, no, sorry, that's not what I meant. Actually, I wanted to ask you for some advice. I had to type up a sort of autobiography for the computer date. I spent a lot of time on it, but I only got one reply. That was Loretta herself. I was happy to meet her, but supposing she's lost interest now. Do you think maybe you can give me some feedback? It's only a paragraph or so. I have it all memorized. I spent so damn long writing it. Okay, here's how it goes. I'm a good-natured man, retired, and spent most of my time sailing the Echo River, riding currents of subterranean gas and that strange invisible wind that moans out of the small tunnels along the bank. Seeking a companion to map the river with me. I have 2 grown children, but they live far away. No goofballs. Okay, what do you think? What was that about goofballs? I mean, like, serious inquiries only. You might miss out on some really great goofballs. You may be right about that. Why mention your children? Oh, I figured it'll come up somehow. I don't know how people feel about dating with kids. Like I said, it's been a while. Are you proud? Yeah, sure I am. My son is a school teacher. My daughter owns a printing press. Good people. Yeah, maybe I just mentioned it there, hoping I'll get asked to brag a little. Think about the wind is a little much. Yeah, you're probably right. I wanted to show my poetic side. I'll save that for the date. All right, thanks for your help, ma'am. You give me a lot to think about. I'm ready to get back on that computer. You have a good night now. What's left of it, anyway. Sorry, Cricket, nothing good on offer. Not even those little gummy pomegranate seeds? I didn't look. It's okay. I'll go check. Wish me luck. Good luck. My Johnny talk your ears off out here? Damn, he's even got me talking to dogs now. I think I can see why he does it. You're a good listener, Val. Do you carry those little gummy pomegranate seeds? I had 3 boxes at the beginning of this week, and they're all gone. Can't keep them on the shelves. To be honest, our whole inventory is pretty low right now. There's a delivery boat that usually swings by earlier in the night, but I guess something came up. Where are you headed? Helping some new friends make a delivery. Or along for the ride, anyway. Well, even if you're not doing the heavy lifting or navigating or whatever, a passenger contributes to a journey, too. I never traveled, but I do love travelers. That's what I like about this job. Travelers come to me. Meet some interesting people? I wouldn't say I meet them, but I do sell them gas. Well, let me know if I can help you find anything. Now Al's here. Glory, it is good to be among friends. Suit yourself. What are you so excited about? I can't help it. Every time I step onto that boat alone, I think, this could be the very last time. Then every time I come ashore, back among people, I think, Glory, it is good to be among friends. Why get on the boat in the first place? It's a ritual of remembrance for me. Tonight particularly so. It's my birthday. I am 5 years old. You know why I say that? I'm going to tell you. 5 years and some days ago, I set out on the Echo River alone. Or so I thought at the time. I was looking for an ice floe. They're occasionally rumored to travel our humble artery on their way from who knows where to who knows where. Who knows why? It's a mystery. An hour into the journey, my lantern gave out. Now I always carry 3 or 4 spares. You'll never catch me in the dark again. Lesson learned, buddy. But that night, when that lantern went out, I was stuck in the dark. I kept my arm extended, running my fingers along the cave wall, trying to keep my bearing as best I could, and at least make sure I wasn't going in circles. I just prayed I'd find another traveler who knew his way back to the lake or above ground, or even just a crack in the rock to get a glimpse of moonlight. I had a large bag of apples with me. After a long while, maybe a day, I was getting weak, so I took my hand down from the rock to tear the bag open. Well, when I reached back out, couldn't find that cave wall anymore, or any other. I was totally unmoored, buddy. Totally adrift. It was so dark. Started counting time in apples eaten. Drifted in despair for 4 apples. Then I schemed and planned and dreamed for 2 apples. Finally, I came to accept my fate, lost at sea. This phase, I think, would have continued indefinitely had I not come down to that very last damn apple. Picture me feeling around in the empty bag, certain that somehow there was another one of those fist-sized chunks of life-giving fruit, already softened by time and probably an unappetizing brown. Nope, that was it. Just as I was about to bite into my last meal, I felt a tickle on my upper lip. It hatched right then. Couldn't have been a moment later, I would have eaten it. My last apple was infested by a damn fruit fly maggot. That should have been the end of it. I should have eaten that apple and that fly while I was at it, put an end to our little food chain suicide pact. But I waited, out of mercy. After all, this fly was basically a newborn child, right? Gross insect child, but still a child, right? Born into darkness and famine, hungry and alone. I mean, can you imagine that? No other flies out there on the boat. Never would be. No other flies to welcome him into the world. I mean, no fly culture, no fly society, no fly history. A true orphan. I started to get depressed just thinking about it all. Worked out a thick tear. I'm not ashamed to say. Well, that fly landed on my cheek, right under my left eye, right on that salty teardrop, and then, blinding glory, his ass lit up like a candle. That wasn't a fly, buddy. That was a damn lightning bug. So that's how come I'm here today with you folks. Only because I found my way out of that strange river, caved by the dim-lit rear of some orphan insect hatched out of my last rotten apple. Glory, it is good to be among friends. If you happen to see the two guys moving the airplane in Act 1 just on the side of the road, they come back. This time in a boat. Yeah, they're rowing the plane to somewhere. That guy's a trip. That gas station attendant. Did you talk to him? It's funny, he actually reminds me of that frog we had for a bit. Thought it was a toad. Oh, is there a difference? Yeah, toads are bigger. Huh, I never knew. Okay, so how does that gas station attendant remind you of a frog? Oh, I don't know. Because you like to talk, I guess. Maybe we should pick up another one? A frog, or a cat, or an iguana, or something. Feeling lonely, Cricket? Not exactly. Not like that guy in the gas station. That guy lets the world wash over him, static like a rock. But you and me both, together I mean, we're always moving, always changing. I think it's because we feel safe with each other, you know? Free. We can try stuff out, change our clothes, swap parts around, just play. I'm not lonely, just curious. Another place with another person to play with, what else could we be? You may be right, Cricket. You really think so? Wow, I thought I'd have to wear you down a little bit, like I did with the gerbils. Oh, that's Kate. Time to hit the road. River, I mean. See that small brick building? It used to be an upholstery shop. Now it's inhabited by a very skilled taxidermist, whose art is greatly in demand. When it was an upholstery shop, it didn't see nearly as much business.